Have you ever wondered what the first humans might have thought as they looked up at the stars? Did they, too, ask themselves the same question we often do? How did we get here? It's a question as old as time itself. But today, we're going to take a journey through history, one that spans the rise of civilizations, the fall of empires, and the incredible innovations that have shaped the world we know today. But before there were cities, before there were rulers, armies, and monuments, there was fire, and with it, the first flicker of what we would one day call civilization. Our story begins around 300,000 years ago, when Homo sapiens, that's us, first appeared on the stage of history. We were hunters, gatherers, moving with the seasons in search of food and shelter. Imagine walking through vast savannas, where survival wasn't guaranteed, where every day was a fight against the elements, predators, and hunger. But humanity had something special, an insatiable curiosity and an unmatched ability to adapt. We learned to control fire, to make tools, to communicate not just with grunts and gestures, but with stories, passing down knowledge from generation to generation. And that ability to share information would be our superpower. For thousands of years, this was our life. Nomadic, small groups, reliant on the land. But everything changed about 12,000 years ago, when we made a discovery that would change the course of human history: agriculture. It happened in places like the Fertile Crescent, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers nurtured the world's first farms. With the ability to grow food, humans settled down, built villages, and eventually, cities. And with cities came the birth of what we now call civilization. The first of these great civilizations appeared in Mesopotamia around 3,500 BCE. Here, in what is today modern-day Iraq, the Sumerians developed writing, laws, and complex social structures. They built massive temples, or ziggurats, to honor their gods. And in doing so, they paved the way for the rise of empires. Meanwhile, along the Nile, another great civilization was rising: ancient Egypt. Known for its monumental architecture and the incredible pyramids that still stand today, Egypt thrived for thousands of years. The pharaohs, considered gods on earth, ruled over a complex society where advances in mathematics, medicine, and engineering astonished the ancient world. But Egypt and Mesopotamia weren't the only powers. To the east, the Indus Valley civilization flourished in what is now India and Pakistan, while in China, the Yellow River gave birth to dynasties that would rule for millennia. Fast forward to around 500 BCE, and the world is now a mosaic of empires. In the Mediterranean, ancient Greece gave us democracy, philosophy, and the Olympics. Here, thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle asked questions that still shape our understanding of the world today. But while Greece was pondering the meaning of life, to the west, a new power was rising: Rome. The Roman Empire would become one of the most influential in history, dominating much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Roads, aqueducts, laws, so much of what we see today has its roots in Roman ingenuity. At its height, the Roman Empire was a superpower unlike any the world had seen. But like all empires, it too would fall. In 476 CE, Rome crumbled under the weight of internal strife and external invasions, marking the beginning of what we call the Dark Ages in Europe. But while Europe faltered, other civilizations continued to thrive. In the Americas, the Maya and Inca were building their own empires. In Africa, Ghana and Mali were centers of wealth and learning. And in Asia, the Tang dynasty was ushering in a golden age of culture and trade. By the 15th century, Europe was waking up from its long slumber. The Renaissance was a rebirth of art, science, and culture, fueled by the rediscovery of ancient Greek and Roman texts. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo created works that still captivate us today. And explorers like Christopher Columbus set sail across the Atlantic, opening the door to the age of exploration. This was also the age of the Enlightenment, where philosophers like John Locke and Voltaire began to question everything: authority, religion, and the nature of human rights. Their ideas would spark revolutions, leading to the birth of modern nations like the United States and the eventual overthrow of monarchies across Europe. The 19th century brought us the Industrial Revolution, a period of rapid change and innovation. Steam engines, factories, and railroads transformed the way we lived, worked, and traveled. But this newfound power came at a price. The world became more connected, yet more divided, as imperial powers vied for dominance, leading to the bloody conflicts of the 20th century. The world wars reshaped the political landscape, while the Cold War brought humanity to the brink of nuclear annihilation. But in the end, it was the drive for progress that prevailed. The world we live in today is the product of thousands of years of conflict, cooperation, innovation, and discovery. From the stone tools of our ancestors to the smartphones in our pockets. The story of human civilization is one of resilience, creativity, and the relentless pursuit of a better future. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember, our story is far from over. As long as we keep asking questions, keep pushing boundaries, who knows what's next for humanity? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.